Hey, hi. In this recording, we are going to discuss about the Spark program that will combine the words combine the words in a given text file based upon the starting letter. So let me share my screen. So in order to achieve the output, we need to follow a sequence of steps where we need first step is to open the Google Colab. You can directly search for the collab in the Google and you will be able to access it. There you need to write the code that as a to obtain a given result. So we have a sequence of steps in order to get the required output for this ICP. So the first step is to installing the dependencies. So here the dependencies that include in this are the softwares like Apache Spark, Hadoop, Java, and PySpark. So for that, we have written the first piece of code where it helps in installing the dependencies. So when I run this particular code, it will install the dependencies. So here completely depends upon the internet speed. It will take the time for the installation. So here we can see that it got installed. Next, checking for the directory. So here, if we run this particular code, it will check for the directory of where it is being stored. So now we can see this is the path where it got stored. Next, installing the Python library. This is a key step where we are going to install the PySpark of 3.0.2. So here you can see that we have already installed, so it's already mentioning that the requirement already satisfied. That means that PySpark version 3.0.2 is already installed in my system. Next step is to configuring a PySpark. So here in this step, we are going to write the code to configure the PySpark section. So here we are selecting the PySpark.sql and we are importing the Spark session where we have configuring this PySpark. So if I run this PySpark section got configured. Next step is the key step where we are going to upload the file. So from our desktop. So here it can be a CSV or the text file. For this ICP, we are using the ICP text file. So here we are uploading the ICP.text file. And here it is uploaded successfully. If anything is there, it will show us the errors. Next step is to convert the text file into the list. So here we are use the function called read lines. So first thing is that we are opening the ICP.text as some para as a variable. Then we are reading the data as a read variable, and we are storing it into a list of data. The data is a list that we are using. So if I execute this one, this is the text that is there in the ICP text, and it is converted into the list. Now the part is to remove the punctuations from the list. So for that, first we have used the variable punctuations where we have included all the punctuations as well as the numeric. So that next we have used a string to store all the concatenated data. First we have initialized with empty. We have ran a for loop, and in the for loop it will check for each and every word, and we have written another for loop to check the each and every character with the punctuations. So if it's not a punctuation, it will concatenate the characters, and if it includes a punctuation, then the punctuation is replaced with the space. And we have written an exceptional case for the doctor. Here in this text, we have a doctor dr dot, which is a complete combined word. So for this case, we have written an exceptional case where if the word satisfies with dr dot, we have not removed the full stop and we have put it as the same. So if I run this one, So here we can see that there is no punctuations, but for the exceptional case, what we were speaking was for the Dr. Lena. So here it remains the same because it's a completely single word. Then it is to convert the string to the list. So here we have used the split function and we have defined those functions because I mean it's better to define it. So we have converted and the string to the list by using the split function, and the split is at the space. So if you run this, this is the list that is converted. Then we need to capitalize the list elements. For this, we have used the capitalize function, and then we have capitalized the each and every element in the list. Then comes the removing the duplicates. So we have many duplicates, like we have articles, we have many other words that are repetitive, and we have the space as well. So here we are removing all those duplicates. Basically we are doing a check while passing it from one list to the other list, so that the repetitive elements of the list are not duplicated. So once I run this code, all the duplicates are removed. Next part is to convert the list to the RDD. So here we have used the parallelized function in order to convert the list to the RDD. So here we can see that the list is converted to the RDD. Next part is to splitting the words in the RDD. So here we are splitting the words using the map function as well as the lambda function. So here the split is done based upon the first letter of the word. So here by using the lambda function, we are mapping the first letter and the first and the word. So once if I run this code here, we can see that this is the output. This is the first starting letter and this is the word. So it's like the starting letter of the word and the word itself. Next part comes is to map all the starting letter of the words in an order. So here for this we have used the function RDD function reduce by key and the lambda function, where we have grouped the words with the starting letters. So here if you see, if I run this code, the all the all the words with the starting letters are grouped in a single line. Here you can see for L, all the words like labor, level, slash, lifeline, likely, LOS, these all are included in the single line. Next part is to sort it. So we can see that it is not in a proper order. So here we are sorting it by using the RDT function, sort by key. So here in this sort, since we have not mentioned any order, ascending or descending, it by default it's a ascending order. So here we can see that the result is in a proper order as a ascending. Next part is to export this into a output file. So here what we have done is that we have used the save as text file where the output is stored as a file in this particular output file. This is a folder and this is the output file. If I run this one, we'll get the output under this output file in output ICP output 2, and this is the output. So this is the output that we got for after executing this particular command. So this is the, here we can see that all the words are grouped with their starting letters. So this is thank you.